Are we on?
Sensors confirm live transmission.
Oh man, we're on the air? How cue me!
From the Galaxy Ballroom, high atop the stratosphere.
Oh man, the tape! Just roll the tape! Good Space Dog. Beaming to you from absolutely anywhere. It's Kids World Sports. No boundaries, no limits, no rules. As the KWS Spy in the Sky grabs the action, the drama, and the heroics of kids sports as they're happening all over this wonderful blue planet. Tell them who we are, my robo-rapping MC.
On the mic, your host, Switch. I'm his artificially intelligent co-host, Hal. Almost as loyal as our cyber mascot, Hal Lord.
It's all good on Kids World Sports.
Why are you jumping up and down on a trampoline?
I've been inspired by our next story.
But I thought our next story is about wakeboarding.
It is. Many wakeboarders use trampolines to practice their aerial moves. Just like our next athlete, Olivier Derome from the Belle Province, Quebec, Canada.
Fancy introduction. How do you improve on that?
Want to see my triple flip?
If you insist. Let's see how they're making out in La Belle Province.
Hi, I'm Olivier Derome. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Montreal, Quebec, and I wakeboard.
Yeah!
Oli! Réveille-toi! C'est l'heure d'aller manger là qui prend beau, ouais.
This is my brother, Raphael. He's my wakeboarding alarm.
Oli! Oli! Oli!
Tomorrow morning, I'm taking a plane to Saskatoon for nationals. It's a pretty big event in Canada because all the big riders are going to be there.
At the Canadian National Wakeboard Championships, the top riders from across the country compete for a spot on the Canadian National Wakeboard team. Those who make it get a one-way ticket to the Super Bowl of wakeboarding. The World Wakeboard Championships.
It's a little tough for me to handle the pressure and everything, but usually I'm good with pressure because I compete a lot.
At 17, Ollie Jerome has an impressive resume. He's won 7 titles and over 10 major awards and represented Canada on last year's national team. Ollie's illustrious career had humble beginnings. As the son of a former Canadian national water ski champ, Ollie found himself on the water at an early age and developed a love for big air.
He was water skiing for many years, and then when he changed, I guess he really, maybe when he started water skiing, he was doing it a little bit for his dad, but this time it was for him.
Jean-François, national champion 2000. He taught me how to wakeboard, how to do my first flip. He's my brother, kind of.
I'm his punching bag.
My brother Raph, you've met him before. He does everything I do, just better. And my neighbor John.
Yeah, what's up?
Let's get our gear and go. This is all we need to wakeboard. The board, of course. The jacket. The boat. The handle. And the lake. I think wakeboarding is like a little world in a bubble apart from everything else. It's just like perfect. I live on the lake in Coteau-du-Lac. It's right beside the lake. Music motivates a lot when you ride because let's say you put slow music on, you won't be pumped to ride. You're just going to be slow. And if you put punk or rock or whatever that's pretty fast and hard, you're just going to be pumped and go big and go out on the flat and just explode.
It's a dangerous sports. It's an extreme sport, and all mothers are concerned about their children. When he's up in the air, it's beautiful. But when I see the landing coming, it's like, oh my God. I guess there's one in every family, and this is the one for the Derome family for sure.
Well, I've been known for getting hurt a lot. This one's from getting hit in the face with a baseball bat, broken this arm, broken this snowboarding, and my tibia was broken the whole way through.
Last year in Orlando, Florida, one day before he was to compete in the World Wakeboarding Championships, Ollie fell during training and broke his leg.
Nationals are important this year because it's like a second chance for me to go back to Orlando and do the World Championships and actually ride in the competition.
Ollie's not the only one in the Jerome family heading off to the Nationals this year. His 11-year-old brother Raphael has also been invited.
Raph is like my mini self. He's just amazing for his age and his height.
Yeah!
I know when I'm older that he's gonna be better than me. It bothers me a bit, but I'm gonna be happy. Right now, my brother Raph is practicing on the trampoline, practicing tricks. The tricks you can do when you wakeboard are spins, flips. Rolls are from your nose tip to your tail tip or tail tip to your nose tip. And then rally tricks are the Superman when you're fully extended backwards. When you're learning a new trick on a trampoline, it's not that hard. It's just the guts that you need at first. But then you get the technique and you get it right. Then on the water, it's a bit harder because you get the pull of the boat. And if you're heavier, you have a board. The handle pass is harder. I think in Saskatoon, it's going to be like trees, grass, 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 grass.
The kids are going to find out before we do because we're not going.
My sons are going to the national, so Raphael, it's his first experience. Sending him alone with his big brother. I don't know if his big brother is going to take care of him. I think probably it's going to be the reverse.
For underwear, sweatshirts.
Je suis content d'aller à Saskatoon.
I'm happy to go to Saskatoon with my brother. I think it will go well, but I'm not too stressed. I'm just going to relax and take in the experience.
I think I'd rather do this, darling.
Usually I go with people who take care of me, but now I'm the father kind of, because usually my friends, they take care of me, but this time I'm taking care of my brother.
It's very important for him to do well at this special event coming up this weekend because he wants to stay on the national team and do the competition for the world. And he doesn't want to do it from the side of the lake. He wants to be in the water.
Ollie and Raph compete at the National Wakeboard Championships when we come back on Kids World Sports.
We're in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. We're at Nationals. This is Sunday. It's the last day. I have my finals this morning at 7:30. Bonne chance. Merci.
A few days ago, Raph easily advanced to the junior boys final and ended up capturing the top spot. Now it's big brother Ollie's turn.
Is he hitting it?
Olivier's competing in the men's junior final. The top two riders automatically earn a spot on the Canadian National Development Team and will head to Florida for the World Wakeboarding Championships. Judges score riders based on 3 criteria: execution, composition, and intensity. Wakeboarders can reach speeds up to 60 kilometers an hour. Wipes at this speed can hurt more than just on the score sheet. Riders are allowed only 1 fall in this event, That means Ollie has one last chance to throw a sick trick. Ollie's second fall means his run is over. Now it's up to the judges.
I did all my first pass, perfects, and on my second last trick, I fell, got up again, tried it again, and I just missed the handle. So I'll probably get in fourth or third.
Now we have a hillside roll grab with a milling grab. Is the sliders better than the comeback kick?
Right now, though, I've just been handed the final results in our junior men's division. Second place from Calgary, Alberta, Brady Price. And in first place from Côte du Lac, Olivier Derome.
I thought either third or fourth. They just announced it. I was like, oh my God, that's not possible.
Ollie has earned a spot on the Canadian National Development Team, and now he has an opportunity to compete with the big boys for one of two coveted spots on the Canadian National Team. Ollie will be up against a field of competitors who are more experienced and much bigger.
The two guys I need to beat are Rusty and Steve down there with the gray hat. They're the best in Canada, so hopefully I can do the best I can.
Ollie nails his run and easily qualifies for the men's open final. But now he'll be competing against the biggest and best riders in Canada.
Yeah.
Riders are allowed 2 falls in the men's open finals. Ollie has one more chance to impress the judges. It's go big or go home.
I'm pretty stoked about my run, even though I fell twice. I don't know how I'm gonna finish, but I don't care. I did what I wanted to do.
After an hour of deliberation, the judges finally decide on the 3 top riders.
I finished third in the open man. Rusty came in second. Steve came in first. I'm really happy. I guess the 7 paid out in the end.
Third's not good enough for the national team, but Ollie still made the development team. That means another chance to compete in Florida at the World Wakeboarding Championships.
My hopes for well are just to make the final. Hopefully I can do it and not break my leg this time.
I can't believe I'm up here fixing a bike. A dog's bike at that.
There's big money in animal action, oh.
It looks like the calipers are shot. I'll have to send to Earth for a new set.
Cost to our bosses, $623,000.47.
In that case, let's change the act to Alloy the hottest hot dog. All bark, no brakes. Oh well, if we want real daredevil 2-wheel action, let's take it from the top of the Alps with Monsieur Mountain Bike himself, Fabien Cellier of France. Hey, where'd Alloy go?
Oh, he's calling his agent.
The Southern Alps region of France is famous for its beautiful mountains. And where there are mountains, you'll find mountain bikers.
Hi, I'm Fabien Cellier, and this is my training ground in Uverday.
Fabien Cellier is 18 years old and has spent his entire life in the Southern Alps. Although he's been riding since he was 10 years old, he's only been competing in mountain bike competitions for 2 years. But in those 2 short years, Fabien has ridden to the top of the pack. Fabien has won 3 major competitions, been featured in 2 cycling magazines, and last year captured the 2nd place spot in the men's junior French championship. Pulling off 2nd spot in the junior championship in his 2nd year of competition, Fabien grabbed the attention of a sponsor who convinced him to turn pro and then handed him a brand new bike.
This is my new bike. It's a downhill bike. The big bike. And the big category, pro. This year I'm running senior and trying to get into the points for the French Cup.
The average pro bike costs $7,700, so getting a free set of wheels is a big deal. But there's also a disadvantage. It takes a long time for a rider to get used to a new bike, no matter how good it is.
I have to make some adjustments to the suspension to have it suit the ground that I'm going to be riding on. There's an adjustment back here that sets up the suspension because it's really hard ground. Basically, this allows me to customize my bike for whatever ground I'm riding on. Races are won and lost according to the adjustments.
Tomorrow, Fabien is competing in the French National Championship. This is his first time as a senior pro, and it's his first opportunity to test out his new bike.
In terms of equipment, this is the regulation equipment for downhill. Knee pad, elbow pad, shoulder pad, and the chest protector. And the back protector, a must-have. All right on the first run, really easy. I need to set up my bike for the jumps. Okay, let's go.
Fabien trains almost every day with his cousin Frank. He rides runs over and over again, trying to better his time, constantly adjusting his bike. It's this kind of dedication that will help Fabien reach his ultimate goal of competing at an international level. To qualify for international events, Fabien must have enough points. Points which he can earn at tomorrow's race.
Yes, I'm gonna eat them alive.
Just a little hand-eye coordination training, and then it's off to Montgenèvre to compete against the biggest and best in French mountain biking. Montgenèvre is 100 kilometers away, where Fabien will see if he has what it takes to ride with the big boys. When we come back on Kids World Sports. 7 a.m. in Montgenèvre. Time for the best mountain bikers in France to wake up and prepare themselves for the French National Championship.
We're in Montgenèvre. This is the 3rd round of the French Downhill Championships.
Fabien has one last chance to tune his bike before the competition. Each adjustment is critical, especially when you're up against the top French riders. Over 300 riders are here to compete in what is considered one of the most difficult downhill courses in France.
The track here is magnificent. Not a lot of pedaling, but really physical. It's a real downhill course. My goal here today is to get into the top 20, to get some points so I can then compete on the international level. For now, it's not too fast. There are the last couple of the juniors, which is the category I was competing in last year, which I've gone through. Really interesting. I feel the pressure building now. Waiting is the hardest part. You're up in 34 minutes. You better start doing your warm-ups.
There are no points for style in this event. The winner is the rider who gets down the mountain the fastest. The competition is stiff. Fabien will have to ride his best if he hopes to place well and qualify for international events.
I'm having some real problems in terms of the front. I really can't get it to swing around. I'm 25th right now, and there's a lot more to come, so I'll probably end up 10 more back. I'm gonna have to check the settings on the front, and we'll try again. You have to get used to this bike, you know? You had 4 years on the other bike, and it's not gonna happen overnight. You have to work on it. We'll work on your front end, but don't get too discouraged about it. This is nothing at all. You just have to get used to the bike. That's all.
Fabien ends up in 47th place. That won't earn him enough points to qualify for world competitions this time. But with a bit more adjustment and a little more practice, Fabien is sure to ride his way onto the international competitive scene. Well, sports fans, another episode of KWS has come to an end.
Hey, Switch, that's my line.
Really? Let me check the script. What do you know? You're right. Sorry about that, pal.
That's not the first time it's happened.
What are you saying?
Oh, nothing. Just that a certain someone on this ship likes to hog the spotlight.
Tin can.
Hairy mammal.
Ooh, what a comeback!